Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Breaking news. Sanwo-Olu to abolish pension for Tinubu. Fashola orders. Hello everyone. A very one big thank you to you. We really appreciate you. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe if this is your first time. Sanwo-Olu, the current governor of Lagos State, is making a drastic move. Okay, he's making a big one to abolish, when governors leave office, the money they are paid, my dear, the money can pay teachers for another 6 months. It's not even a joke. Besides money they steal while in office and what have you, Sanwo-Olu now is moving to abolish that in Lagos. We know that, Tinubu has been one of the former governors of Lagos State. The current minister of housing, Fashola, Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, Sherlock Holmes. The guy who came with the brown suit, the hands behind the back, to a place where that has been burnt. And Fashola has given LASMA guys to come and, clean the whole place up. To that very place where everybody has been passing by, to and fro. Nobody saw a camcorder. All of a sudden, Sherlock Holmes, 18th century investigator, fiction character, rose to the occasion. The very day that the Southwest governors came to commemorate with, came to, sympathize with Sanwo-Olu with what has happened with regards to NSAS, especially in Lagos State. And guess what? He found it. Anyway, the bone for contention today is that Sanwo-Olu is making a drastic move to end this era of paying them pension after they've left office. Some of them stay in office for 4 years, some for 8 years, max 8 years, 4 years, 1 tenor, 8 years, 2 tenor, and the money they are paid, my dear, investigate. Your ear, your head will swell. You see, let's get straight into the news and get all the details. Breaking news. Sanwo-Olu to abolish pension for ex-governors and deputies. Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, on Tuesday announced his intention to repeal the Public Office Holder Payment of Pension Law 2007, which provides for payment of pension and other entitlements to former governors and their deputy. He made this known while presenting the 2021 budget to the Lagos State House of Assembly, saying this will save us tons of money and we can use those money for other areas in the state for further development. So that is Babajide Sanwo-Olu standing up and saying, this is what I intend to do. So he's presenting it to the House of where the likes of Desmond Elliot is, our very own brother that says they should regulate social media bill. So he's, making a statement there saying it's time to stop this excess money being paid. And guess what? They get paid for a lifetime. We know that in Nigeria, there is what we call the pension scheme. But that is after you are only due that after you have worked for about, 25, 30 years, 35 years, depending on your age when you started working, okay? Depending on how old you were when you started working. So these things are put in place so that when people are out of office, because they contribute to the pension post while they were working. So when they're out of office, this become money that, is being paid to them. It's a practice done all over the world, where there is, people go to work and they put something into the pension post. At the end of the day, say by maybe 60, 65, depending on what that country's law is, and they are retired, they have to now be getting payments from the government because you need to be sustained even out of office. But governors and their senators, like I said, some only serve for 4 years and some for 8 years max. And with that, if you know the tons of money that goes to them, no wonder they are very reluctant about building the economy. They can't be bothered. Their pocket is well looked after. And so they can live a lavish lifestyle. Send their children abroad, which is not a problem if you have the money. There is no problem with that, And if it's your money is genuine, it's not, it's not like you have, no. Do you get what I mean? So this is what goes on. This is just what state level you are hearing of. You've not heard of federal levels. You've not heard of senators, you've not heard of ministers, you've not heard of lawmakers, legislators. Those are another class of where the entitlement of Nigeria. You know, when they say they are looking at the budget, so first of all, what they are dragging for is their money before any other money comes in. First of all, their money. This is what happens in our country. And you know that Nigerian politicians are one of the most paid in the whole of the world. Investigate, please. Do your findings. Nigerian politicians are like the highest paid politicians in the whole of the world, even when you convert the money to pounds or in dollars. So how do you expect these people to want to live? Or how do you expect them to challenge good governance? How do you expect them to say the road is not their priority? The education of children. By the way, ASU has been home now 8 months and counting. It's not Buhari's, I mean, it can't be bothered. Do you see what I mean? So these are things that go on where they major on the minor and minor on the major, which is a big curse in our society. And that's why moving forward for Nigeria is a struggle. So what we need to do, there need to be an overhauling of the whole system. Anyone who has ever ruled before, they need to do something about them. Either reorient them or something drastic has to be or has to be done in one way or the other so that the country can move forward. There are people who are so selfish. All they are thinking about is themselves. All they want, so long as their portion is secured. But they forget that the roads that are not well done, you are going to still ply on that road. You are still going to drive on that road. Okay, say for argument's sake, about 2 kilometers to your house is tarred. What about the rest of the places? You don't move on shopper around Lagos or around your vicinity. So why can't we put things in order for the average and everybody? It's not a luxury. Good roads is not a luxury. Good governance is not a luxury. So we need to quit this mentality of selfishness where we are just very bothered about what comes to us. You need to see how senators, legislators, government officials are demanding for their rights, not, for what comes to them. You see some governors, you see some of these people, they buy them cars, buy them jeeps, buy them here and there, all in a bid to keep them quiet, all in a bid to make them, do you see what I mean? So these are evil that goes on in our community, in our nation unchecked. This is a good move by Sanwo-Olu, and we hope that it will not just be for Sanwo-Olu and Lagos State, but it will spread to other states and from the federal level down. Anyway, guys, what do you think? Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.